Testing 1 2 3 testing. Ladies and gentlemen, we got another reaction for you today. We got Michael Air Jordan, the original documentary. This documentary is 2 hours. It's 2 hours long, so I'm gonna break this documentary into multiple parts. Part 2 will be released in a few days. Part 1, I really enjoyed it, and at the end of the video, I gave you my summary, and I think you guys will love it. All right, so grab your popcorn, grab your drink, set your recliners, sit back and relax and enjoy the video. Hey, this is by far, we're only 30 minutes in. This is by far the best documentary I've seen of Michael Jordan. Literally the best. Fan made wise, this is the best, okay? But hey, enjoy the video. God bless. All right, so we got Michael Air Jordan, the original documentary. This is 2 hours long. 2 hours. This is going to be a multiple part video, so that I may break this up into 4 to 6 parts. So enjoy the ride. Enjoy that. What I'm trying to say. Set your recliner. Sit back, relax. Eat your popcorn. Grab your drinks. We're going to explore the greatness of Michael Jordan. All right. This is probably the last Michael Jordan video that I'm going to make. I don't know that for sure because I've been trying to find other Michael Jordan videos, and I pretty much reacted to every single one you guys told me to react to. So I'm going to end it off with a bang. I'm going to do Michael Air Jordan, the original documentary. So this is 2 hours long. I'm going to break this down, probably 30 minutes of vid or 20 minutes of vid. If I break this down to 20 minutes of vid, probably this will be like, probably like 8 part episode. 8 parts, 6 parts, probably, but I don't know. It depends on how I feel, because I got another video to film on this one, because it is Thriller Thursday. I got to do my short horror film, but you know what? We're just gonna start the video. All right.
Set your VCRs now, because once he goes, that's the only thing you're gonna have, because it won't be another one. That's for sure.
He broke the rim. He broke the.
Hi, my name is Michael Jordan.
Hold
I want you to take a trip.
Hold on.
Set your
I
VCRs now,
never ever heard Michael
because
Jordan
once he
breaking
that's
the
only
hoop.
thing you're gonna have, because it won't be another one. That's for sure.
Bro, you gotta be in the GOAT conversation if you broke a rim. If you make the glass shatter like Stone Cold, bro, let me tell you something. Okay.
Hi, my name is Michael Jordan. I want you to take a trip with me and discover the secrets that I've known for many years. That man was truly destined to fly.
In the pantheon of sports legends, few names resonate quite like Michael Jordan.
This is a man that people everywhere admire.
Jordan has 31 points.
A man who transcends race, creed, and language.
Yes. 91-88 with 440.
There is a reason you call somebody the Michael Jordan of.
You say Michael Jordan to anybody, regardless of whether they've even seen a basketball or not.
He was a cultural force.
One-handed rebound.
You don't even have to put your name on something. You don't even have to put your face on it. You just put a shape of your head and people know that it's you.
Out of the way. 4-on-2, Michael Jordan.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Flight 23.
But whatever games people play and wherever they play them, when they are pushing themselves to the very limit, they probably picture themselves as the Michael Jordan of that sport.
Yep, there it is. Michael Jordan on the breakaway.
It's as if he is just too good to be believed.
Say, he has so much hang time, he qualifies for frequent flyer miles.
Too good at what he does, too good at what he is.
Just wow.
Supposed to believe that Michael Jordan in high school couldn't get a date, no luck with girls, got cut from the varsity team. I mean, this is a sad story.
Jordan's parents recognized early that their son was different.
Occasionally, you'll meet people that you look at and
You just know that they were born to do one thing.
For Michael, that one thing was basketball. Jordan famously failed to make his high school varsity team as a sophomore. After sprouting 5 inches, Jordan didn't just make the team. He became one of the best players in the nation.
Didn't make his high school basketball team one year. And sprouted up from a height of 6'1", which obviously is not very tall for a basketball player, to 6'5" in 1 year.
Michael was not a highly recruited athlete coming out of high school. What was it that you saw that you thought that he would become something special?
You know, he was highly recruited by North Carolina, but several other schools. I don't buy that totally.
He was recruited by legendary coach Dean Smith for North Carolina.
Talking about him getting cut from his first team, you know, things like that can happen to you in your early career that really tend to drive you to greatness if you have it in you.
Jordan arrived in Chapel Hill, not as a star, but as a raw talent.
One of the few freshmen ever to start under head coach Dean Smith. Michael's offensive prowess earned him Atlantic Coast Conference Rookie of the Year honors in '82.
From Wilmington, North Carolina, number 23, Michael Jordan. Ran into trouble. Look at Hale, and he gets it to Jordan.
It didn't take long before the high-flying Jordan was a national sensation.
Okay.
Michael Jordan was the man who made the difference.
Comes Carolina with a 6-point lead. Hale, Michael Jordan in the lane. Off balance, shot is good. It's going to count. He was fouled. Oh, what a move by Michael Jordan. There he is sitting on the bench. He gives you a good look at all facets of his game. He can shoot, he can pass, he can rebound. He's just done it all for North Carolina.
I just think that I have the habits of working hard. I always been taught that to reach a goal that in life that you want, you have to work hard to get to it. And so far, I just, have that in mind.
As a freshman, Jordan helped propel North Carolina into the national title game.
Showtime in the dome. And
wait, is that the Mercedes-Benz dome?
And pass, he can rebound. He's just
his dad in attendance. Michael
North Carolina into the national
champs. That looks like the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. National Benz Championship, National Men's Basketball Championship. That looks like the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. That's what it looks like.
Showtime in
That's
the
a big
dome.
stadium.
Let's go to Frank Fowler now to meet the starting lineups.
And with his dad in attendance, Michael takes the court for UNC during the national championship game against Georgetown.
Georgetown still has 1 timeout left. North Carolina has 4. 32 seconds to go. A 1-point lead for Georgetown.
It was this game, this moment, that laid the foundation of Jordan's legacy.
Michael Jordan, 15 seconds. North Carolina has won the 1982 NCAA championship.
Okay, I like that.
I think we all should be lucky we were even alive to see this guy play. Kids now who are buying the shoes have never seen Michael Jordan play. He was so flashy, but he was also so fundamentally sound. He had no flaws.
Look at this. The emotion of NCAA basketball.
As my mother or my father would say, that changed Michael Jordan to Michael Jordan.
In the time of greatest need, Jordan had delivered, and North Carolina were national champions.
To be in front of 63,000 people in a national championship game, to do that was uncanny.
After hitting the shot against Georgetown, Michael Jordan went on to become the best college basketball player in the country.
Over the next 2 seasons, MJ became the most popular athlete in college.
North Carolina's amazing guard, Mike Jordan, made the transition to basketball superstar in only his freshman year.
For the next 2 years, Jordan leads the Tar Heels to winning seasons, and along the way, he grabs numerous awards.
Routinely performing jaw-dropping feats of athleticism that sent the crowds.
Wait, so that's a cool shot, by the way. He won the championship in his freshman year. Am I wrong? Comment down below. Did he won a championship in his freshman year? Okay. All right.
Erupting in cheers.
Jordan, look at that! Holy cow! Absolutely unbelievable.
Unbelievable. From All-American to National Player of the Year.
For North Carolina, at guard, a 6'5" junior from Wilmington, North Carolina, number 23, Michael Jordan.
You think where he came from as a sophomore in high school, not to make his varsity team, to his sophomore year in college. That's what, 3 years time, he's National Player of the Year.
Your tongue hanging out is a habit, right?
Here comes Michael, tongue hanging.
But he has that tongue out so much, I've always been worried about somebody coming up with an elbow and just knocking it right off.
Let me tell you a little bit about this guy. He worked so hard. One year he was running a 4.640.
Good night.
From 1 year to the next, he knocked that down from a 4.640 to a 4.340.
High School, Wilmington, North Carolina, a superstar.
It was to no one's surprise that Michael opted to forego his senior year and declare for the NBA draft.
Michael left Chapel Hill after just 3 years because Coach Smith felt it was time for him to join the NBA.
We suggested or encouraged him to go ahead and leave because I knew Chicago would take him.
I just feel that it's time for me to move on.
One of the reasons why I think Michael was such a tremendously great player starting right away in the pros was the system he came from at North Carolina.
The bottom-dwelling Chicago Bulls get third pick in the 1984 National Basketball Association Draft.
The USA Network presents the 1984 NBA College Draft.
Welcome to the 1984 NBA College Draft.
During the 1984 NBA Draft, the Blazers passed up on Michael Jordan to take center Sam Bowie second overall.
Sam Bowie, University of Kentucky.
If he would have
pick Michael Jordan of the University of North Carolina.
After the draft, before his rookie season, Team USA would compete in the '84 Olympics.
What if he went to the Blazers? I can't imagine them playing. Well, they're red, white, and blue. Well, they're red, white, and black too. But I can't. Nah. It's the Bulls is right. It just seems right.
But before heading for the pros, he enjoys one last moment in the amateur spotlight, the glitz and glamour of the 1984 Summer Olympic Games in Los Angeles, as the star attraction of the American team.
In preparation for the games, Team USA took on the NBA All-Stars.
So now we have 8 exhibition games against NBA players.
I would just like to thank the NBA players.
Team USA won the first 3 games.
The Olympic basketball team versus the NBA stars. Michael Jordan.
The NBA Players Association president didn't like the embarrassment. So in their 4th game, he stacked the NBA squad.
The NBA All-Stars, Aguirre, Bird, Parrish, Thomas, and Paxson. Not a bad lineup for any NBA team.
The results were the same.
Ball between his legs. Some move by Michael Jordan.
Okay, Michael. Okay.
Good play by Michael Jordan. Good feedback. Now, McHale will find out there is no limit to how high Michael.
I bet you that dude, that president, I bet you was like, man, these goddamn youngsters beating my team. And he still didn't get the results he needed.
Michael Jordan can go when he comes down on that break. Michael Jordan with that incredible first step. He's an excellent defensive player. Jordan Reed! What a play!
The NBA All-Stars felt particularly embarrassed by Michael's high-flying spectacle.
That's the ball game. Pete, this is kind of shocking to me. Bobby Knight's Olympic team still looking very good, Pete.
The next game's in Milwaukee, and it's unlimited fouls.
They tried to get physical with Jordan. Can you imagine any player getting fouled like this in today's game?
Exactly.
Of course,
I can't imagine
all
that.
it did was wake a sleeping giant.
He has 11 rebounds, 9 assists, and 19 points in 12 minutes.
Here's the lead. Watch Jordan.
In 12 minutes.
He's a sensation.
Will he sell some tickets in Chicago or will he sell some tickets?
I hope to tell you. I honestly think the man could get an elbow over the back of the board, Billy.
All-star defenders were left gasping for air as MJ filled out his highlight reel.
off and just keeps right on going.
Jordan.
I mentioned that I think he can be one of the greatest players in the history of the game.
In 8 games against the NBA All-Stars, MJ's squad went undefeated.
The U.S. Olympic team defeats the NBA 84-72.
Went undefeated.
An 8-0 sweep in their exhibition series.
He's the best athlete. He's one of the best competitors. He's one of the most skilled players. And that, to me, makes him the best basketball player that I've ever seen play.
After battling the NBA All-Stars, the actual Olympics were just a formality.
Es Michael Jordan. Qué jugada. Qué canasta de Michael Jordan.
MJ and Team USA put on a show and went undefeated.
Robertson runs a 3-on-1 for the USA. Look at Y ahí se fueron las cámaras con Michael Jordan.
Team USA, led by Jordan, walked away with the gold medal.
Jordan leads the U.S. team to a gold medal.
The U.S. has its 9th gold medal.
An Olympic gold medal is a treasure indeed.
Bobby Knight was convinced there and then Jordan would become the greatest player ever.
I have always said, since having had a chance to be around him, that he's just the best player I've ever seen play. Michael may very well not have been the greatest basketball player that ever played. He may be the best player that's ever played anything.
No. The best guy that ever played the game is Michael Jordan. Don't even think about anybody else.
Following the Olympics, Michael was set to begin his rookie season.
The old man said it. The old man said it.
NBA, I know it's going to be a physical type of game.
We started practicing our first day in preseason, and I got a call after practice from an assistant coach and said, "You didn't mess this draft up."
Michael Jordan joins a Chicago Bulls team in last place with a half-empty stadium and a sports culture that cares more about their overweight mascot than their second-rate basketball team.
The launch of his signature Air Jordan sneakers was perfectly timed to generate the most buzz.
Air Jordan.
Michael arrived with a smile as bright as his sneakers.
Now you look at Michael Jordan's first ever Bulls game, a 1984 game right here.
And he was met with impossible expectations.
Here is the man. They call him Mr. Jordan in Chicago. The standing ovation for Michael Jordan from North Carolina, the number 3 pick in the NBA draft.
The lead up to his debut was filled with one report after the next, proclaiming the Bulls had struck gold.
A lot of
Imagine
pressure's
the
been bumped
pressure
around
you
this
had
young
to
man's
have,
shoulders.
man.
When they started trying to crown him early on, he didn't believe in that.
Jordan to the hoop.
The fans were anticipating fireworks from the rookie marvel.
King in the air, score!
MJ didn't disappoint.
But the position that they're putting this kid in here, building up everything on this team around him is going to be something that only a Michael Jordan probably can own up to.
But I think if there's a young athlete in the country who's going to be up to it, I think it's Michael Jordan.
Jordan goes up, hits it, and is fouled by Bradley. In front court to Jordan. Spin move, hangs in the air off the glass, and it is.
You knew it was going in. All this excitement, he's going to make everybody on this Chicago team look better than they actually are. He's going to make better basketball players.
Okay.
All of them.
You have a habit of sticking your tongue out a lot on the court, huh?
Well, it's a habit that I picked up when I was small, and I got it from my father, and I just can't get rid of it.
When Jordan has his tongue hanging out, the fans know something's going to happen, and just as I say that, tongue hanging out and all.
When Michael comes down court, when he's really getting ready to get seriously busy, you see this.
Every time I see him, he seems to have his mouth open and his tongue hanging out.
He's warming up. That's what the fans paid to come and see him.
It's not lonely at all. Chicago is virtually.
He had a style. I ain't never seen nobody had a style like Michael Jordan, bro. To have a style like that, to like, yo, to stick your tongue out every trip, almost every trip. They said every time Michael Jordan stuck his tongue out, bro, it was guaranteed he was going to score. So
We doubled its attendance.
When Michael Jordan first came to Chicago, he brought with him a ray of hope for lots of fans.
It just shows you, though, how little the Bulls as a team really have going for them if they have to market Jordan as their sole product.
He wasn't just a scorer. He impacted the game on both ends of the court.
Ooh, that block.
Good job in there by Jordan. Ball, he just moved.
A lot of people around the NBA are talking about Michael Jordan.
Flip and got it. What a play by Michael Jordan. And lets it go with a flip over. And what a move. Holy Toledo, Jordan has this.
Fans came to expect electrifying moments of pure athleticism.
Holy Toledo. Here comes Mr. Jordan is right.
I don't think it'll make any difference if he plays forward or he plays guard. He's going to be a super impact and make Chicago again a power.
Jordan passed it off, and a good move by Orlean. He'll flip.
I guess the coach has been reminding me that, hey, it's a team basketball game, and you really don't have to take burden on yourself to try to go out there and do everything yourself.
You got to witness Jordan in the ascent, and he arrived, I'd say, very much a star, but he became something altogether different.
It's been interesting to watch younger people talk about this and really
he went under
the whole Jordan thing for the first time.
Under the hoop. Damn, that's one hell of a block. I ain't gonna lie to you.
One-on-one, he lost the ball. It's still away, laid out for Jordan. This should be an easy two. Come on! And that's what they came to see, didn't they? Let's go and roar here in the stadium. Jordan just rocked the cradle for his 10th point, and the Bucks are going to call time. Coming. It hit traffic. Jordan got the ball away. Gets the feed from Watson.
Gifted, but he had a desire that was different from everybody else.
Driving basket. He puts it in. Michael Jordan with 21. Here's Jordan going for the tie. Isaac. Michael Jordan with 30 points. And now it's a 2-point Bucks lead. Here's Pressey in a drive. No. Lester missed the slam, and the Bulls have it. They can still tie it.
Even the announcers are hyped. Look at that.
And he has shot to start him already, although still in his first month as a professional.
Nobody like him. Point blank. I never seen nobody play like he plays.
He's got to come in and deliver, and I mean, it really is a heavy-duty pressure situation. I don't envy him.
From day one, it was as if he had ice water pumping through his veins.
35 seconds left. This may be like the other night where the last team to have it.
That's a lot of hang time. I'm not gonna lie to you. That is a lot of hang time.
It was perfection. The way he wore his uniform, the socks low, the sneakers, sent people into a frenzy. He was the first to do so many things.
And Nike's coming out with a clothing line called Air Jordan.
Oh yes, his own shoe. They call it Air Jordan.
Hot as a Cabbage Patch doll right now. The endorsements are fast and furious.
Jordan's getting rich. His Chicago salary is reportedly more than $500,000 a year.
Coke and McDonald's for $800,000.
North Carolina to the height of superstar.
He doesn't wear one white
The originals,
He wears strange
the original ones.
And he soars through the air.
Jordan so smooth. Look at that. He looked like he accelerated once he got in the air. That's unbelievable.
It's like he has a jet propeller somewhere.
The NBA says Jordan is a key reason overall league attendance is up more than 7%.
His arrival marked a dramatic change in attendance, not just in Chicago, but anywhere the Bulls played.
That's what everybody's been waiting on. We'll have that one on replay. Long pass up to Michael Jordan. Oh, my.
You know, a lot of teams are taking us for granted, you know, and not anymore. Maybe not anymore, but, you know, we like to be an underdog.
Nike created a revolutionary new basketball shoe. On October 18th, the NBA threw them out of the game. Fortunately, the NBA can't stop you from wearing them.
Jordan's shoes became more than just footwear. They were a statement that quickly turned into a sales juggernaut.
To understand his wealth, we got to go all the way back to the 1980s, the early part of his career, and a little deal with a company called Nike.
Let me rewind that.
Key reason overall league attendance is up more than 7%.
His arrival marked a dramatic change in attendance, not just in Chicago, but anywhere the Bulls played.
That's what everybody's been waiting on. We'll have that one on replay. Long pass up to Michael Jordan. Oh, my.
You know, a lot of teams are taking us for granted, you know, and not anymore. Maybe not anymore, but, you know, we like to be an underdog.
Nike created a revolutionary new basketball shoe. On October 18th, the NBA threw them out of the game. Fortunately, the NBA can't stop you from wearing them.
Jordan's shoes became more than just footwear.
Oh, that's
They were
crazy.
a statement that quickly turned into a sales juggernaut.
To understand his wealth, we got to go all the way back to the 1980s, the early part of his career, and a little deal with a company called Nike.
But what was really key is that he took a royalty.
Last year, the Jordan brand recorded $5.1 billion in revenue.
And that changed the game when it came to really celebrity sport brands, if you will.
From North Carolina, number 23, Michael Jordan. Well, wherever he goes, he gets a good hand. What a jam!
That's crazy.
He was the first to wear the number 23.
And a young Madonna in the crowd.
There was an allure. There was a mystery. There was a Joe DiMaggio quality.
And I hope he can handle the pressure. Everybody's saying Michael Jordan's going to be our savior, our savior, our savior. But Rod Thorne will tell you, you have to have a rebounder. One man can't do it.
Brown will put it in. Here's Williams. Let's see if they go for 3 or 2 here. Thomas, a three-point attempt. That's it!
An assassin personified that had that killer instinct. A killer instinct that he came into the league with.
He has the ability.
No, Stephen A. That was Stephen A, wasn't it?
Game, make the big shot.
Jordan kicks it to Watley. Down to 12 seconds. You see the clock now has been inserted in your screen. Jordan driving. He'll go for it.
And the sheer will to win. The unflappable, unshakable confidence.
Oh, it went in. Oh, it went in. Okay, it went in.
Here comes Indiana. Vern Fleming, 2 seconds, 1 second. He didn't get it off in time. The Bulls have won the ball game. The Bulls have won the ball game. Michael Jordan.
Nice.
You talk about pressure.
Since he arrived, the stadium, which used to be 2/3 empty, has been sold out every game.
Their arrival has created a stir like nothing else in the history of the athletic footwear business.
I've been in this business for 7 years, and I've never seen anything sell as fast as the Air Jordan sold. We sold 26 pairs first day and didn't even advertise it.
The Bulls were elevated from bottom feeder to playoff contention.
Turns it on, and he becomes Captain Marvel. Slides down a lane, around, banks, and in. Well, he's got him standing in the aisles already.
Bulls made a big game out of him. Here's Mitchell. He'll fire.
I want to say something at the end of this video that I saw on social media that was regarding Michael Jordan in the 90s. I'm going to say something after this, after I end this. I'm going to stop at the 30-minute mark, I believe.
Everybody on their feet here. And Captain Marvel comes back again.
Talk about big shoulders. He's led
They
the
called
club
him
in
Captain
scoring,
Marvel.
rebounding, assists, and steals.
Up in the air. Banks won the tip, but it went to Jordan. Basket! Michael Jordan with 43, and the Bulls have a 5-point lead.
What did Michael Jordan ask for? In less than a year, he's been named Collegiate Player of the Year. He's won an Olympic gold medal, and he's been picked to start in Sunday's All-Star game.
As a rookie, MJ was picked to start in the All-Star game.
As a
What
rookie.
most fans remember from this All-Star weekend is the dunk contest.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the 1985 NBA Slam Dunk Championship.
The contest provided a glimpse into what his airness was truly capable of.
One of the hot candidates for Rookie of the Year honors as he slams
Michael
it.
Jordan,
Hey, this kid is going to be a future great star.
A dazzling repertoire of creative slams put the rookie toe-to-toe with Wilkins.
We're going to have a sudden dunk now with Stan
Malik
Berry
Wilkins.
and Michael Jordan to see who goes into the next round.
All right, here's Michael Jordan of the Chicago Bulls, 6'6" rookie. Slam, beautiful.
Out of sight.
Went in, and then from the side, dunked it home, and then winked up into the crowd. The all-around ability of a Dr. J, a Larry Bird. He's already being compared, and this is his first year.
All that. Keep in mind, he's doing all that in his first year. In his
Look at
first
this. Now
year.
he's putting down
tape on the foul line.
That's for the old takeoff.
That's what, yeah, he wants to indicate where he's going to take off on this dunk.
It's the length of the court he's going to go from. Here comes Michael Jordan.
He did it. He did it.
Live. Slam it. They love it. So does Michael Jordan.
And his foot was honest to that tape. That's a 10 to me.
49. There's Dominic Wilkins.
In the final round,
It's with a reverse slam.
MJ was defeated by Wilkins.
So Dominic Wilkins of the Atlanta Hawks.
Good sportsmanship.
New 1985 Slam Dunk champion.
Though he lost as a rookie, the battle for King of the Dunk was far from settled.
Just for me to participate, I think that was a good thing for me, and I really enjoyed it. Although my fellow North Carolinian over here won, I'm happy that he stayed in North Carolina.
He probably is one of about 2 or 3 players that can sell out a Coliseum anywhere in the United States.
Well, you can't say enough about Michael, and they're talking about him all over the league, and they're coming to see him to play all over the league. It could be a dunk-a-thon tonight.
Here's Jordan. He blows by Pearson, jammed it down.
Jordan won the Rookie of the Year award while lifting his team into the playoffs.
Reverse!
Wow.
Incredible move by Michael Jordan.
Well, I really don't think that in the NBA anymore there's really not any such thing as a one-man team.
Who has it on the break? Driving all the way in. Oh, got an unbelievable move.
Oh, he had it in his left hand. Then he switched it last minute to his right.
Oh, listen to the crowd here now. Everybody's up on their feet.
One player in particular captured the imagination and attention of fans throughout the country. His high-flying acrobatics and infectious enthusiasm helped lead his team into the playoffs for the first time in 4 years.
And here is Michael Jordan, the sensational rookie. He's filled it up here tonight.
Yesterday, he won the Seagram Sports Award, and today it's a good bet that he'll be named the league's Rookie of the Year.
And was one of the major reasons that nearly doubled the Chicago Bulls' attendance.
By the end of that season, he was the NBA Rookie of the Year on his way to becoming the NBA's greatest of all time.
So the Bulls are getting ready for their first playoff game in 4 years. They can thank Michael Jordan for that.
The Bulls were eliminated in Game 4, but Jordan had lived up to the hype in his rookie outing.
25 on the game clock, 12 on the shot clock. Got it! Jordan with the basket. Jordan from the corner, he has 35. The Bulls have held on and won the ball game. They're still alive. The series is not over yet.
There's a man who's become an instant star in the NBA. That's Michael Jordan out of North Carolina. Michael Jordan stepping in with the Chicago Bulls and really turning this team around.
His influence transcended the hardwood, redefining the sneaker culture.
Don't think Air Jordan stops with simply shoes. The line features a variety of shirts, shorts, and pants.
This was during a Nike exhibition game over the summer.
NBA news, the Chicago Bulls in an unfamiliar spot. They're still on top. 3 games into the season, they won again tonight.
Heading into year 2, it felt like nothing could stop Mike.
I never knew Michael Jordan broke the hoop. I never knew that, but let's rewind back. I never knew he broke the hoop.
During a Nike exhibition game over the summer.
NBA news, the Chicago Bulls in an unfamiliar spot. They're still on top. 3 games into the season, they won again tonight.
Heading into year 2, it felt like nothing could stop Michael Jordan's ascent.
What's interesting about last night was the fact that star Michael Jordan was injured early in the game.
In the Bulls' 3rd game of the season, Michael suffered the first major injury of his career.
A broken foot sidelined him for 64 games.
Missing most of the season, many thought MJ should shut it down.
And the Chicago management did not want him to play anymore. He had a broken left foot.
Nobody knows whether Michael's right about how much he can play or whether we're right.
If it's re-injured, it could conceivably take longer to heal, and it may not heal by natural processes and require surgery.
But MJ isn't about that soft nonsense.
I mean, that just shows a losing attitude, and not just on the team, but in the front office also. We should always go out and try to win.
Michael insisted on returning and pushing for the playoffs. Now, the sports world watched in eager anticipation, anxious to see if Air Jordan would fly again.
Out of a total of 64 games, Michael defied the recommendations of his team doctors and management, came back and led his team to the playoffs.
In early April 1986, after sitting out most of the season with a foot injury.
Checking into the game for the Bulls. He's back! Number 23, Michael Jordan! Jordan between the legs, dribble outside.
Is that why he always walked like that?
Once I got that confidence and the feeling in the foot was getting stronger as I continued to play, it wasn't nothing anyone could have said that could stop me.
MJ's return was enough to get the Bulls into the tournament and face off with the Boston Celtics.
The Chicago Bulls are in the playoffs, and there are no restrictions on Michael's playing time. The only question that remains...
I'm going to end it right there. Part 2 will be out in the next few days. I'm going to end it right there. I know you guys want to watch more, but stay tuned for part 2. All right? All right. I am enjoying this. This dude put together this is a well put together documentary. Well put together. My God. We only in the first 30 minutes and I understand. I can already understand why men in their 40s, 30s, 50s, 60s, 70s say that Michael Jordan is the GOAT. I can see why now. And this is what I wanted to address that I saw on social media. There was a post of LeBron James and Michael Jordan in a photo. It was like a collage. Michael Jordan in his Bulls uniform, LeBron in his Lakers uniform. And they said that somebody said that we're done with the 90s. Recognize who the GOAT is. And he said, it was like, he said, we're done with the 90s. Time to move forward. Recognize who the GOAT is. And they was praising LeBron James. And everybody in the comment section was saying, we're done with the 90s. 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 And I was like, don't listen. I am a LeBron James fan. He brought a championship to my city, which is Cleveland, and I will love him for that. That's why he is on my Mount Rushmore. Okay? Thank you, LeBron James. But you can't ignore the 90s. You can't ignore it. You can't just say we're done with the 90s. The way how y'all is putting it, y'all are saying we're done with the 90s. Don't acknowledge that no more. We're done with the 90s. Forget about it. You can't forget greatness. You can't. It's not just Michael Jordan basketball. The 90s, they said the 90s was the golden era, was the golden age. TV was at its best. The cartoons, the movies, the music, hip hop, R&B, the music style, the house parties. That's why I was born in 2001. I'm a 2000s baby. I wish I was born in the 90s. Like, people ask me, say, Romero, how old are you? I'm 22. Man, you got the brain of an older gentleman. I said, listen, I have an old soul. That's just me. I have an old soul. I wish I was born in the 90s, but everything happens for a reason. Everybody's predestined. Okay? But let me tell you something. You can't listen. Now, LeBron James had this much hype. Well, did he or did he not? I know he had similar amount of hype when he was in high school. He was the best high school player in the nation. And he got recruited right out of high school and went straight to the NBA. And he did not disappoint. He didn't disappoint. Michael Jordan I actually, what if LeBron James went to college? Michael Jordan went to college. I think Michael Jordan needed to go to college to work on his game a little bit more. I think his college perfected him for the league. LeBron James, he LeBron James, he was just raw talent. Michael Jordan was raw talent too, but I think LeBron James, he was just raw talent. He went straight to the league, and he still was putting up points that as he was putting up in high school. So LeBron James is number 2 on Mount Rushmore, in my opinion. Michael Jordan is number 1. But then again, how can I put LeBron James over Kobe, and Kobe got 5 rings? All right, this is in the video. I'm sorry, but you can't just ignore the '90s. You can't just ignore that. I'm sorry, you just can't. You just can't. You just can't. Okay, all right. Part 2 coming out in a few days. Well, okay. My laptop almost went into sleep mode. Okay, all right. Part 2 coming out in a few days. All right. Okay. See you guys in part 2.